everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. And as I mentioned in the first video this week, we're kind of ping-ponging Matt and Crystal this week. They're both reacting to some of the same songs, some of different songs. And then on Friday, we're going to have like a regroup, and we're all going to group watch the Tales together, which you guys know will be great. So this should be a week, a favorite week for Renegades. But let's bring them back in. Matt, welcome back to the channel.
Yo,
hi.
It's me and Crystal.
and Crystal in the background saying hi. But Crystal isn't going to pay attention to what we're watching in case I want to show her this song another time.
Gotcha.
But it's good to see you guys. In case people didn't know that you were together, I mean, this is proof right here. Proof positive. And I think I even see Ozzy in the background.
Yeah, he's grooming himself, but he's here.
You know, we can be jealous that he's able to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so today I'm going to show you Moneygame 3. This is another kind of like story one that he does, but it's kind of about how like money changes everything. But I think what you'll really dig about it, like we said, like High Ren was, it's kind of a one take, and he's really showing off his like piano playing and lyric skills, storytelling skills. So I kind of thought you'd dig it. And then we'll record another one for later this week, which is The Hunger, which everyone already saw Crystal react to. So I think they're eager to hear you react to that one too. But I wanted to go from something that's a little bit like still dark to something that's light. And The Hunger is light. You're gonna leave that recorded and bop in your head.
Looking forward to anything this man has to offer at this point.
I love it. I love it. All right. All right. I'll stop talking. People get so mad at me because I chat so much. I'm so excited for people to listen to this guy. All right. Here we go. Moneygame Part 3. Don't worry. You didn't need to see Moneygame 1 or Moneygame 2 to get Moneygame 3. It's a whole other thing. But enjoy it, brother. I'll probably stop it like once in there just to get your reaction. But just like the last time, if you need me to stop because you want to mention something, just wave at me, and because I'm watching you, not the video. Gotcha. And I'll stop it so you can comment. All right. Here we go. Okay. Enough of me. He's such a performer, bro.
Yeah, the silence is giving me Blue Man Group.
Okay. And the way he's kind of looking at the mirror, I see it. I see it.
Mm-hmm. Down to the mannerisms and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that before, though. I dig it. I dig it. It's about to very much not feel like the Blue Man Group.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software.
I just want to say, so far, I like his like rhythm pattern. It's like it has a lot of swing to it. Like it's not directly on the beat, but it's like kind of delayed. I really like that.
It's kind of like syncopated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the storytelling aspect is kind of cool, no? Like how he's kind of giving you
just
the
going
background.
by the age.
Yeah. I thought the first time I heard that, I thought it was so creative. I'll back it up just a little so you can get back into it.
Gotcha.
150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
So that's about the halfway mark, which is why I normally stop it there.
Right. Part
Just
of what
kidding.
he's talking about, it kind of gives me like the sense that he's talking about Trump.
Okay.
But I don't know all the facts about Trump, so I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't think it's about Trump, but I could see where you might be drawing some like correlations, but he's never mentioned anything like that, and he doesn't get like, I think there's only
Political
one
or
song
anything.
that I can think of where he actually mentions Trump, and it's actually Moneygame Part 2 that he mentions him, but he doesn't mention him specifically. He just shows an image of him, but he shows an image of him and a whole bunch of other presidents. Like it's not just about Trump; it's about like presidency.
Right.
But I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I've never heard that. But what do you think of the way he's like moving through the space?
Is this all one take as well?
Yeah. Which is
I
kind
would
of
say
crazy.
like it kind of seems like he's in like a shipping container, just like, or like at least a warehouse or something.
Yeah, I think he is. I think they found this like warehouse that they were able to like do this in. I think up until this point, this was the one that he spent the most money on in terms of music video.
Like that ambiance that the environment is giving, it like adds to the creepiness or the eeriness of the music that he's giving out.
Right.
That he's performing.
And I love how there's all these like other people who he kind of like just moves through as he tells the story. You know what I mean? And then they're still there in the background when you catch them, like when the camera moves, you know?
This one take stuff sounds familiar.
He definitely has a brand. That's all we're going to say. All right. We'll get right back into it for you. I don't go back because this is a phone ring, so it kind of separates the music. You'll see. Here we go.
35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
It's like you were saying before, his ability to like just live in the silence is so amazing.
Mm-hmm. Makes you want more.
Right. And ironically, it really makes you listen to what comes next.
Right. Or at least feel the gravity of what he's saying.
100.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. He, like, the way he portrayed the parasitic nature of our, like, basically our economy. Like, our money was invented, but it's worth more than a human life.
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, and I think he's saying, because remember, he's from the UK, so I think he's saying, like, all money's that like that. Like,
Yeah.
for everybody everywhere. Like, this is how we treat each other, all in a craving to get that next dollar. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Right.
I was also interested to hear what you thought about how, like, because I just thought it was dope the way he incorporates the string quartet behind him, and then
Mhm.
like has the rain fall. Like, it's such production that went into this, which is such a departure from what you saw in the last one. Like, High Rent is just him sitting in a chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he knows how to hit like heavy topics really well.
Yeah, and kind of drive home the point, right?
Hmm. Especially
Uh,
with the way he portrays certain things.
yeah. So, what does this make you want to see more from him, or does this make you just say, bro, like, I'm asking the question wrong. I think just based on what you said already that you enjoyed the song, but what I meant was, does it make you want to see more of this kind of stuff from him? Or when I tell you that, like, the next song I was going to show you is more of him just like spitting, does it make you
Listen,
want to see
I'm all for people bringing up like hard topics. I
Okay.
No problem with that. I love the way it was portrayed. I would love to see more of this from him, but I
Okay.
also want to see what else he can do.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect, because the next video I'm going to show you is going to be him spitting. And then on Friday, when it's you and Crystal, you guys will see something that's more like this.
Okay.
Uh, and that one's like 13 minutes, but it's 3 songs connected all over the same story arc. And
Okay.
it's gonna, I think, like this one, it's gonna make you go, holy, yeah, what the hell did I just watch? Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining me again, man. I'm glad you liked it. And thanks to everybody on YouTube. If you're watching and you made it this far, I appreciate you. And remember, especially after heavy videos like this, I always want to remind you, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.